Hi guys, it's Aj here from Curly K Naturals and I hope you're all doing well. So in today's video, I'm going to start a 2-minute segment where I try and explain what certain things are, because remember I asked how well you guys learn and a lot of you said you learnt more by videos and so forth. So yeah, I'm going to be doing more videos just to explain certain things to you. Today I'm going to be talking about low porosity hair and what that really entails. So a lot of the time people are like, oh, you need to find your hair porosity. Basically it is the foundation of knowing how to care for your hair, to be honest with you. So what is porosity? Because I know it's a bit confusing and some people are just like, I just don't know. So porosity is just the way your hair intakes water or just intakes moisture. A lot of the times the way you'll find that out is by doing a porosity test. They say put clean water in a glass and see if it floats to the top. If it floats to the top, you're low porosity. If it sinks to the bottom, you've got high porosity because your hair is taking in moisture. Whereas if it sits on top, like low porosity characteristics, it doesn't allow moisture in. And if it floats in the middle, then you've got medium porosity hair. The thing about that is it depends on so many different things. The temperature of the water, if your hair is clean, if it has any products in it. It's just, for me, it's just not the best way.
I found a way on YouTube to help me further explain to you what porosity really means. So take these sponges as if they're your hair. All sponges are made to absorb water. So look at the green part as the low porosity part, because that's the scouring pad, so it has smaller holes. And the yellow sponge part is your high porosity because it's got larger holes, so it can intake water more. So with this experiment, I put the same amount of water into each bowl and I left the sponge in for about an hour. When I came back, you can see from the high porosity side that it took a lot of water. However, on the low porosity side, it only took in half the amount of water. That's exactly how your hair is. You can see that when I lift up the sponges, your high porosity hair will let out water way quicker than someone that has low porosity hair. The green part, the low porosity side, lets out water slower, much slower than a high porosity part, which is the yellow sponge. So this is exactly how your hair is. So that's why a lot of the times they say high porosity hair lets in moisture just as quick as it lets out moisture. However, if you have low porosity hair, your hair intakes water slower and it also slowly lets out the moisture from your hair. And if you've got medium porosity, it just means you're midway. You let the right amount of moisture in and you let the right amount of moisture out. Also, you'll find that you'll get water bubbles that sit on top of your hair when you're washing it. That's another telltale sign if you have low porosity hair as well. Another thing about low porosity hair is you find yourself saying a lot that this product doesn't work for me. The product sits on top of my hair. It's just there. The product is just there. One of the great things you can do to combat that is putting the product in your hair and letting it sit for some time over heat. What I mean about that is just allowing your hair just sitting under a hooded dryer. They put the heated caps over your head, or even just putting your hair in a shower cap and letting it sit for a couple of minutes, letting your own body temperature just heat up your scalp and then letting the heat open up your cuticles to allow the moisture in. Sometimes you'll find that if you do it that way, then the products will work and penetrate your strands, but often a lot of products don't work for everyone. So if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But yeah, try it with heat if you have low porosity hair. Just look at it this way. Low porosity is that friend you have that every time you're going out you invite and they're like, oh, who's gonna be there? What am I gonna do? Like, what's the atmosphere like? It's a friend that asks 101 questions before going, and once they get there, they're having the most amount of fun. So that is in a nutshell what low porosity hair is. So I hope this video was really helpful. If you have any comments or any suggestions on how to test porosity hair, leave them down below, and yeah, I'd love to hear back from you guys. And if you're liking this setup of videos, just let me know. Guys, until next time,